So there are some gifts we have that looks like bad thing. There are some gifts we have that God gave it to us. It came in its raw form. It requires processing. Let me tell you a story, quick one. Who knows Fela Durotoye? Thank you. Very few people know him. I don't know why, especially young people. This is one of the most celebrated, appreciated thought leaders in Nigeria. He shared a story about when he was in primary school, growing up as a child, that he said he was a talkative. Talkative in the sense that you know those people who, when you are writing names of noise maker, you write fella times 50 because you know that they must talk. They cannot not talk. They cannot not talk. They must talk. He said even one day when he was not even in school, they wrote his name as names of noise maker. Because the person that wrote it, when they were asking the person, he said, I don't know where he is, he's talking. Whenever he is, he must talk. That's how some people are. So he said he remembered that his teacher always flogged him for talking too much. During break time, he will gather young people. He will gather his classmates. Not him gather. His classmates will surround him and he will start telling them stories. Movie he has watched, he will mix lie inside the movie. The ones he has watched, the ones he will know he has not watched, he will join everything. He'll be talking. He's enjoying the talking and they're enjoying the listening. So he was like that continuously so much that he said his teacher was always flogging him. He said one of these days the teacher flogged him and said, You will never amount to anything. He said, this your mouth to put you inside trouble. Now, fast forward to years later, he said that he personally made a decision to work on himself. He started refining that gift, that talking. He started refining it. He started working on it. He said that that singular ability to talk took him and his family to several countries. He bought very expensive cars, built houses. He became a very wealthy man, recognized globally from that talking. So one of these days he was driving, and as he passed, he saw a man walking, an old man. He scrolled down. He called the man. He said, do you recognize me? The man said no. He said, this is that young boy that you said will not amount to anything. That this same mouth you crossed is this same mouth that have bought me this car I'm driving, this luxury car I'm driving, that's helped me build house across the country, that's helped me travel to different places. It has literally made me a wealthy man. What does that mean? When God gives us something, He gives it to us in a raw stage, in a raw form. So when you dig the ground and you discover gold, you can get a gold as big as this microphone, for example. When you give that raw gold to somebody, they will fling it. The gold is all dirty, it has mud around it, it has debris, it has a lot of different things around it. It's not looking like gold. They will discard it, they won't even take it serious. But then, when you take that same gold and you hand it into the hands of a miner, somebody who understands the value, a refiner. Now that person is going to wash out all those dirt from the gold, then take it through purification, take it through fire, take it through all the processes it needs to go through for it to come out. Now when that gold is out, it is a big gold, but now when you take small, very small one that is as tiny as a little full stop earring, it's worth millions of naira. Pure gold. That's how it is with our skills. That's how it is with our talents. So the way they are always complaining, you are talking too much. It means that there is a gold in that depth. It requires you to sit down, take a time of reflection, take a time out. Then identify what is that one thing I even love to talk about. The most talkative person in this world has something they like talking about. So probably what you love talking about is football, or what you love talking about is fashion, or what you love talking about is cooking. When you have identified that thing you love talking about, your goal now would be to go to training, sit under mentors, seasoned mentors. Look for the greatest person in that field, the highest, well-established person in that field, and sit under that person for mentorship. When Elijah met the woman, he said, borrow vessels, borrow not a few. The borrowing of vessels means that you have checked yourself around you, within you, your family. Nobody has accomplished this thing. Nobody has become a son. Nobody has become a pilot in your entire family, your entire lineage. Nobody has achieved anything like that. You say, okay, and now that I've known this thing, I will go and borrow vessel. And if you need going to the next person, in the next neighborhood, in the next state, in the next country, somebody who has achieved that thing you want to achieve, who has that requirement, who has that thing you need, you will get that person, you meet that person, and then sit down at the feet of that person and draw and drink and learn. So if what they've always been complaining about you right from childhood is that you are always disturbing us with too much singing, you're always disturbing us with too much talk. For somebody who is always disturbing other people with too much singing, that is our Caleb-Awazie in the making. That's our Sinach in the making. They refine that. The reason why they are talking, is sounding like noise to your ears because they're talking senselessly. When they fill themselves up with the right content, every time they open their mouths, even if you're not in their circumference, even if you are in a distance, you will like to hear what they are saying. When you squeeze an orange, what comes out? An orange juice. It's because what the orange contains is orange juice. So when you fill yourself up with the right content, anytime they squeeze you, anytime they rape you,